Bullavanaka and welcome to Brotherhood of Dan at McDermott Park in Perth. Now there are two reasons why we're coming from McDermott Park. One is I'm sure you're all here to find out who we think is going to win Eurovision, our top 10, because if you watched last year in our prediction show, we were never wrong. But probably most importantly, or I would say, I don't know why I put it at number 2, it should be the number one reason, we are here to raise some cash. Danny?
We are here to raise some cash this evening for something very close to my heart. We're raising cash for our local food bank, and so as you might be aware, you'll have seen this shirt on a few other episodes. So this is our St Johnstone third kit this season, and I mean, a great season to have it, but this is our third kit this season, and it's sponsored by Fans Supporting Foodbanks, which the St Johnstone sort of chapter of that is I co-coordinate that. I'm help run a group of volunteers, fantastic group of volunteers. I just generally stand there and talk to you and various others while they do all the hard work on a Saturday before matches. We're every match day, so we're going to be trying to collect a little bit of cash to help our local food bank along the way. Unfortunately, for every food bank across the country, times are pretty hard. Well, times are hard for so many people, and food banks are trying to fill this gap and doing a wonderful job, but they're going to keep needing help for as long as possible. So that's our fundraiser, and we'll put a Just Giving link up as soon as I set it up.
Absolutely. If you could just click the link on description, if you could just dig deep and just make a small donation, that will go a long way for the Fans Supporting Food Bank. So link in the description. It's very important. This is the main reason why we're doing it, is to highlight this and also give you your Eurovision predictions from football fans. How convoluted is that? Anyway, we've got quite a few things coming up today. We've got Kev from the football. We've got a special video message from a certain Eurovision celebrity. We've got a top 6 from Martin Palmer. He's from Let Me Be The One Radio. He's given us his top 6. And we've even got a competition as well. Okay, but I think we should get our first guest out. What do you think? Are you ready for him?
Oh, I don't think I'll ever be ready for this, but let's go.
It's Kev from the football.
It's Kev from the football.
He's here
in the flesh.
And look at this t-shirt. Now we've actually got a competition. You can win a Kev from the football t-shirt just like this, modelled by Kev with this on it. They are literally everywhere. All you have to do is post your top 3, and if your top 3 comes in and it is spot on, the first person that will have posted that, we will post out, no matter where you are in the world, a Kev from the football t-shirt. Okay, you will win it. So all you have to do is post your top 3 and you can win this. You can tell us the colour, as long as it's pink or yellow.
James, before we get to Kev, can I just say, for the benefit of everyone at home, I didn't think I would find Kev wearing a Kev t-shirt as funny as I have, but I found it incredibly funny. So yeah, it's been worthwhile.
Amazing. So first of all, thank you, Kev.
Not a problem.
Yeah, you have to wait till I do that.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you very much for your amazing... Oh yeah, take Danny's.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you for your wisdom and your predictions. They have been very well received, and you've not annoyed any countries this year, which is good. Was it Croatia last year that you seemed to annoy?
Yeah, I'm banned from Croatia.
Brilliant. Well...
Lena just said, that's the wife, just said today she'd love to go to Croatia.
Oh, well, I don't know if they're over it yet, but...
They're going on our own.
So, you've been giving us your honest opinions. Last year you went rogue and did your own Eurovision top 10, the results. Please check back, have a look. You got them pretty wrong. You didn't heed our advice.
We didn't get it wrong.
We did not get it wrong, but Kev did. But that's okay. He could. Every year is different. So, yeah. Kev, can you give us your top 3, starting with number 3?
Yeah, number 3 was France.
France.
Especially like the staging, as you big word you guys keep using. Yeah, France. It was a spectacular one. The one on the rugby pitch, I believe.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be bringing the rugby pitch to Switzerland.
Oh right. I'll knock that one off then. No.
Oh, don't worry.
No, it was a good song as well.
Ah, very good. So, Maman, that is your third place. That's a lot of people saying that France could finish in the top 3, so you wouldn't be far wrong.
Yeah.
And your second place?
My second place was Israel.
Oh.
It was a really nice song. The change of the language, etc. Yeah, I really liked Israel. I think I quite liked them last year.
Yuval Raphael. So yeah, a lot of people predicting Israel are going to do better than they did last year. They still, I think they finished in the top 6 last year. So were they second last year?
So I'm not as bad as you make out.
They weren't second because that would have been Croatia.
They were quite high up.
Yeah, they were quite high up. Yeah, Dan just said they finished second. I'm like, remember we got it right with the top 2. So
This is a paper. Right, they finished second in the public vote.
oh, I see. Right, that's where he's going. Right, okay. He knows his stuff. And who, all importantly, who is going to win Eurovision?
It's that massive nation, Malta.
Malta.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
It's proper Europop. It's everything I want to hear from a Eurovision song, and they've nailed it for me.
Fantastic.
Mon Malta.
Well, there you go. Mon the Malta from Kev. So if Malta win, you heard it from Kev first. Don't forget to put your top 3 into the comments there. And if you get the top 3 spot on the final results, whoever the first person that posted it, we will post out a Kev from the Football t-shirt. Okay, one last time for Kev from the Football.
It's Kev from the football. Kev from the football.
Kev from the football.
Cool. If you just walk into the distance,
Just walk towards that goal that we haven't hit all season.
we're going to have to. And can you let George in? Time for a guest. And don't forget, while we're doing this, we are trying to raise money for Fans Supporting Foodbanks, and the link is in the description there if you'd like to donate. Okay, I think it's time for another guest. We have gone rogue and we've crossed the dark side.
We have. It's hands across the Tay.
Hands across the table.
For those who don't know what the Tay is, it's a big river.
Yeah, we're all St Johnstone's fans, as you know, but we do have a friend who is a fan of another club. I don't know how that has happened, but please welcome George from the Football.
George.
we don't have a jingle, but anyway. Hi George, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
To meet you. Lovely to see you, Jason.
Nice to see you, George.
I'm going to pass you my mic, so
Thank you very much.
there you go.
Good coloured mic as well. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Right, so, I mean, that's a jazzy top, I'll have to say. George, what year is that from?
This is a classic 1994 away strip for Dundee United.
Is that the 1994
That was the
one?
our first cup winning top.
Under,
I'll get my notes out
what
here.
was that manager called?
Ivan Golak.
Ivan Golak, that was him.
He was magic. He wore a magic hat.
And he did
I'm getting my notes out here because I made little notes on my top 6.
Right, so you've got a top 6 for us.
I do.
Are these in any particular order?
I've picked a winner and I've picked 5 that I think might be in the top 6. So I can give them in no particular order if you like.
Let's go for the 5 in no particular order, George.
Okay, well, I've actually gone with the UK.
Yeah?
I think they might just make it a top 6. I think those 3 girls have that something special that Eurovision likes.
I liked it.
I can't say I liked it,
No.
but I can see that some people might like it.
Yeah. Fair. Good.
That's all I can give you on that one.
Good. I like a curveball. Right.
I've got Iceland down. It was kind of like a shanty type thing. Were they not on a ship or something?
Jedwards. You've not heard them yet, have you?
No.
They're just Jedwards.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, again, didn't enjoy it that much, but I did see that it's quite a catchy, easily rememberable tune. Memorable, even. Carrying on. Norway, we just spoke about Norway there. I can't remember a lot about it, apart from being this young guy that just seemed to have a lot of energy about him, and I thought that might go down quite well as well.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's a good poppy tune.
Catchy.
Yeah, catchy poppy tune.
There's no real darkness to it. There's a couple I've watched. Was it maybe Albania that just seemed a bit kind of dark and
That
weird,
was
and
dark.
I thought, maybe not.
That's one of the ones you made me watch. Yeah.
I actually watched every video, every single one. I sat last night and judged them. And
That's dedication to the cause.
yeah, except I can't remember very much of it anymore. Shall I carry on?
Let's carry on.
I've got Sweden down here. I'm not saying they're going to be third place, but Sweden, it's those blokes in the sauna, I think. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, again, I just think there's a sort of, I don't know, a catchiness to the song that people will remember. You know, folk, if they're just watching it one time, it's going to have to hit them pretty quickly, and that seems to be something that's going to happen.
They are the bookies' favourites.
Are they?
The stands. Yeah. They are.
Oh, really?
They are the front runner with the bookies.
Okay, well, they're not my front runner.
What?
I've given Ukraine a mention. It's not great, but it's Ukraine.
Yeah.
So, and in first place, in my opinion, I think Malta are going to win it. Have we talked much about Malta?
We did.
Have they even made it to the final?
Well, we did an episode on Malta. They have made it to the final.
Of course, I watched it.
And yeah, cheers for that, mate. And
The semi-final twos tonight in Malta are in that.
right.
I'm assuming they're going to get through.
So you see how much attention I'm paying to all this. But they were also...
Well, I think we're on a similar kind of wavelength here. And,
Yeah.
you know, in the grand scheme of music, I wouldn't spend a lot of time watching Eurovision, but having watched it and enjoyed many a Eurovision party at Jason's house, I think that is the one that's going to find favour.
You are the second guest out of two to have picked Malta.
Well, there you go. I'm glad I was late and it's all been natural.
And you won't have actually seen this because you were looking the other way. The look on Kev's face when someone else picked Malta. It was like vindication.
We're in agreement.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Malta all the way. I think I'm going to go to the bookies tomorrow.
You do that.
Great.
Gamble responsibly. Right.
Will do.
Right, George.
Is that me? Thank you very much for having me. And yeah.
Yeah, you're free.
Thanks for the colour of the mic.
Pleasure. That was George from the football.
George from
George
from Tannadice.
Yeah. Again, mention quite a few countries we didn't bother to review.
Yeah.
But they obviously deem them important. So that's very interesting. We've got two for Malta. That is very. They did not confer at all.
They didn't. I can guarantee they didn't confer.
They didn't confer. Let's take one of our video messages from Bradley Stoke Radio. It is Let Me Be the One Eurovision radio station, and that is from Martin.
Hi there to everybody at Brotherhood of Dan, Jason, Dan, and of course Kev from the football. This is Martin with Portsmouth top on, still in the Championship for a second season next season, so all good news from here. And I'm going to be giving you my scores, my top 6 for this year's Eurovision, and this is effectively on behalf of Let Me Be the One Eurovision radio show, which I am the radio presenter for every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on Bradley Stoke Radio. And starting off, my 6th place is Israel's entry, Yuval Raphael and New Day Will Rise. In 5th, I will be picking Iceland's song this year, Vibe with Roa. 4th, Klavdia with Astromata from Greece. My 3rd place is Claude with C'est Vie from the Netherlands. Shakora Electronica with Sherm is my number 2, and they're from Albania. And then my favourite song this year is Poland's entry, Justyna Szczekowska and Gaia. Have a good evening, and I'll be interested to see all those top 6s you're going to have.
Oh, thanks very much, Martin. He does know his stuff. He's been following them for a very long time, and I'm going to have to disagree with him. I do not think Poland will win it. It is a good song. Again, another one we didn't bother to review. It wasn't because we couldn't be bothered. It was just because we were running. We were busy guys.
It's a busy life, I'm telling you. But Martin, what a lovely guy. Always
really good guy.
Following our videos, commenting. I mean, he's a lovely guy who's
and he knows his football.
He knows his football. Knows Portsmouth.
Yeah, he's a Pompey fan.
But unfortunately, he's a lovely guy who knows his stuff, who's wrong on this occasion. Maybe. Who's to say?
Okay, we've got time for one more special guest. Do you know who it is?
Who?
It's Cheryl from the Bucks Fizz. It's Cheryl
from the Bucks.
Hello, Cheryl Baker here from the Fizz, used to be known as Bucks Fizz, winner of the Eurovision Song Contest 1981 with How Making Your Mind Up. So this is a message for Danny, and it's been organised from Jason. So thank you, Jason, very much. Apparently, Dan, you are a big fan of the Fizz. Love you, love you, love you. And you're hosting a Eurovision party in a place called McDermid. And Jason says that a hello would make your day. So, hello, Danny. And he also says it would be amazing if I told you who I think will win this year. Apparently you're a big St Johnstone fan too, so I don't know what St Johnstone is. Is it football? I don't know. But anyway, well, do you know what? I think it could be Sweden again. It's very good. It's very catchy. I would love us to win. I really would love us to win, but the odds at the moment are stacked against us. We've got a 1% chance of winning according to the bookies, so wouldn't it be marvellous though if we did win? But don't be surprised if Sweden pick up another crown. Yeah. Anyway, lots of love to you, Danny, from me and from Jason. Enjoy your Eurovision party. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
Well, who knew she was a big fan of the show? Danny. What? Danny, I never knew you were a big Fizz fan. But
Me neither, pal.
did she just say that she loves you?
I mean, if Cheryl Baker loves me, then I'm putting my hat back on. If
Who
Cheryl
thought
Baker
you
loves
would be
me,
on McDermott Park talking about Eurovision and then talking about Cheryl Baker saying she loves you?
Not me, mate. I never saw that one coming.
But here we are. So
Well, at least someone loves me. So that's
interesting in her video to us that she says that she really thinks that Sweden are going to win.
Yes, Cheryl Baker knows her stuff.
She did reserve a 1% chance of the UK winning, though, so I think she's 99% sure that. And she didn't know who St Johnstone were either.
You know what? You think you've made a connection with a human being.
Yeah.
You think there's something there. I thought me and Shegsy were going to be riding off into the sunset
Yeah.
here at McDermott Park, but no, just break your heart, don't it?
Yeah. And is she still with Paul Daniels?
Well, that was David. That was.
I know. Right, okay.
I mean, he's dead for a start.
We'll edit that bit out. Okay, so Cheryl Baker thinks Cheryl Baker thinks that Sweden are going to win. She seems pretty certain on that. So we'll have to see if Cheryl is right. She should know her stuff. She has won Eurovision, so we will take her word for it. But now it's time for the most important part. Okay, before we give you our top 10. Keep watching to the end. You will not believe who we have chosen as number one. But do not forget to click on the link in description. You can make a difference. Okay, you can make a difference. Please donate to Fans Supporting Foodbanks. This is why we're doing it tonight. It's to raise money for them. You could really make a difference. Well, I think it's time for our top 10.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so to wrap up, we'll give you our top 10. Dan was so good at writing them last year, he's going to do the same again. So if you got he's going to get his special tactics board. Okay, so what we have done is we have taken our scores that we have given it and we have totally discussed our top 10.
Yes.
Okay, we've thought long and hard about it, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Had a big there. Okay, so in 10th place we've got Mariana Conte with Malta. We believe they'll finish 10th. There we go.
Yeah, I'm not saying Kevin George were wrong, but probably saying Kevin
There's a
George
good
were
chance.
wrong.
We'll see. In fact, we'll see who's closest to that. Okay. In ninth place. Danny didn't review this one, but I did, so I've had to throw it in there. I think Ukraine could surprise a lot of people with Bird of Prey. I really think they could get into the top 10. A lot of people didn't think they would qualify, but I told you they would qualify, and they did. Okay, so ninth place, we're going for Ukraine.
Nobody can see that from there, can they? Yeah. Oh God.
It's got an amazing zoom. So I think in 8th place, according to our scores, we've gone for Greece. And then a favourite of Kev from the Footballs, we're going for France. Luan and Mamo.
Struggling.
Do you like Mamo?
I liked it. I thought it was good. Again, I wouldn't have it as a winner. I think 7th is a fair reflection. I mean, marking our own homework here, so of course I'm going to say it's a fair reflection. But yeah,
this is the only one. Now, what number are we on now? 6. This is the only one I really want to finish higher up, but I don't think it will. So we are going for Finland. This is my favourite song from the whole thing. Erika Wikman. I absolutely love this song. And we both liked it when we discussed it. So a top 6, we're hoping. I hope it finishes further up. I would love it if it would win, but I don't think it will.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
You weren't 100% sold on it.
I wasn't 100% sold on the fact they weren't going to start messing with it in the interests of family-friendly television.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it might have something about it. I think it could well finish higher than 6th.
Okay.
Could win. Who knows?
Top 5 time. Don't fast forward. What's the point in that? We are going for Israel. New Day Will Rise, Yuval Raphael. It is a good song. It's a fantastic singer. The music in it and the singing in it we thought was pretty good.
It's best singer, I think, from the ones we certainly looked at, purely based on that. Oh, maybe I did like the. We'll come on to it in a minute, but he was one of the best singers certainly, and yeah, I think as Kev said, has a chance of pushing up the table.
Now remember, we're never wrong. Okay, we got the top 2 last year and number 6 out of the top 10, so we are never wrong. And, well, we would have got them all right had the Netherlands not been kicked out. That messed everything up, okay? And remember, the time of recording this, we've not seen the second semi-final, okay? So we're hoping we're not got egg on our face when one of these doesn't qualify. Okay, next up, top 4. We, Brotherhood of Dan, are going for Austria. JJ, the bloke off of Cocoa Melon. It's been number 2 for ages in the odds, I'm pretty sure. But we think it'll finish 4th. We think it'll finish 4th. We don't believe it'll finish that high up.
Yeah, I think that's, again, fair. From memory, I wasn't massively sold on this one.
No, I think we gave it good scores. We just weren't connecting with it.
Yeah.
It's not our cup of tea. But it might be someone's cup of tea or coffee. So we'll go with that. So that's Austria. And then here we go, the top 3. Okay, we're on the podiums here. We're going for Albania, Shkodra Electronik, as Danny called it, but Shkodra Electronik, and we're given that 3rd place. We believe it'll finish. Now, it's a lot further down in the odds, but I think it's going to take a lot of people by surprise on the night, and I think it will do really well, Albania. It was a really good semi-final performance they put in on Tuesday, so I believe Albania, you've got a good chance of placing. That's my top tip. I think they're going to place.
There's always one, like, sort of...
one that makes it through, yeah.
Yeah, there's always one more... There's always a more alternative sort of entry and a bit of a darker one that tends to sort of push up the scoreboard.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, we predicted Ireland would finish 6th last year. They finished 6th, right on the nose. So I think this is our dark entry here. Dark horse entry. Ireland love horses. And then 2nd place. Here we go. Okay, here we go. 2nd place. Do you want to do the honours?
Yes, I'll do the honours. 2nd place.
Don't forget your mic.
Right, I'll do the honours. 2nd place is Claude from the Netherlands with Sailor V. Now, I have to admit, I very much like this this Claude. I'm trying to put this. I very much like Claude. I thought he had a really good voice, very soulful voice.
Brilliant voice. I find it, yeah.
And I actually said, if I remember correctly, and I do because I rewatched the videos in the week, but I said, I think, because we saw the studio version, it could have gears to go through in the live show.
Yeah.
And I think he could. I think 2nd. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Second, yeah.
I'm happy with that.
I think he's going to do. I think he could win one of the votes, either the jury or the public. I think he will win one of those. I bet you cannot guess who we've put at number 1.
Let's just show
The
people
Dutch.
who. Let's just see.
Is that offensive? No, it's not. It's okay.
Oh, I can't be bothered writing Netherlands.
No, I'm just kidding. Of course, it's not offensive at all. Everyone knows that. But in 1st place, okay, you've made it to the end, or you've probably just skipped here and you missed our spiel about Fans Supporting Foodbanks. Shame on you. Make sure you donate. But in 1st place, we believe it is going to be Bara Bara Bastu by Kai, Sweden. I think we're going to Sweden, not Malmo, because they have actually said they don't want them because they're Finns. To come to Malmo if they win. There's a bit of politics going on already before they've even won.
I mean, that's...
If that's true. If that's
bad,
true. But
that's bad chat, by the way.
That is pretty bad chat from Malmo.
Yeah, but, I mean, it just... I can't explain it really, but it reeks of winning Eurovision.
It does.
It absolutely reeks of winning Eurovision, that song. It's weird, the staging's good. It's catchy. It's
Well, I like it how
it's got all the elements.
sauna. Sauna in English is sauna. In France, I think they say sauna. German sauna. But in Sweden, bastu. So that's why it could win.
That's why it could win.
That's why it could win. But anyway, before we wrap up, don't forget you can win a Kev from the Football t-shirt. All you have to do is give us your top 3 in the comments. We'll like and subscribe and all that malarkey. This is what it looks like. Here's our model Kev. Okay, everyone is wearing these t-shirts. Unbelievable. We went to B&Q, not Baku, but B&Q. When we went to B&Q, someone was wearing it. Where did you see one?
I saw one in the food warehouse at St Catherine's Retail Park in Perth.
Oh,
Yeah. In fact, I saw 3 people wearing them there.
amazing. I saw someone getting a key cut in Timpson's and the guy next to him was wearing a Kev from the Football t-shirt. So give us your top 3, and if it comes in, whoever the first person that posted that top 3, you will win a Kev from the Football t-shirt. We will post it to you, okay? We will send it by Royal Mail, 3rd class to wherever you stay, and you can wear it with pride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please do that.
Anyway, thanks to everyone that watched our videos. This is our 2nd year doing it. We've enjoyed all your comments. We are over 2,000 subscribers already. We had less. You've not even checked, have you?
No. So that's well. I like the surprise when you always say how many subscribers. I like the surprise when you say how many subscribers we're on.
Yeah, over 2,000. Before we did our first episode of the 2nd series, we had less than 1,000. But we are over 2,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone that liked, comment, gave us the hate. We hate you too. And we will see you next year. And don't forget, we're never wrong. Here's Dan with his famous phrase.
Saying thank you and wishing you good health and good Eurovisioning.